And now, children's stories, not for children. Once upon a time, there was a little girl in a Red Riding Hood whose mother said, "Daughter, go feed your grandmother, for she's ill and she needs a good glass of wine." And Little Red Riding Hood...
Wait. Grandma always needs a good glass of wine.
Well, of course.
Definitely.
Or whiskey. And so Little Red Riding Hood, as a good girl, goes forward, and the mother says, "Stay on the path. Whatever you do, do not go off that path. For there are dangers in the wood, Little Red Riding Hood." And so she does this. And she goes forward. And not too long on the path, a big bad wolf shows up. And he says, "Little Red Riding Hood, girl, you look so good. What you doing with that basket in your hand?" And Little Red Riding Hood says, "I'm going to my grandma's house. Can I give her some food? Take care of my grandma."
She's a good girl.
And the wolf says, "Little Red Riding Hood, that's a good idea. Where's your grandma live?" And Little Red Riding Hood says, 124 Elm Street. And so the wolf goes, "I'm taking off," and he leaves. No, this is the story.
There's no way Red Riding Hood tells the real address.
In every version, from the
gives
beginning
it
of
up.
time, she gives up
her address.
the address.
Because you don't lie.
I missed this, but in the story, she strays off the path.
Okay.
Because the wolf tricks her. The wolf says, because wolf is this symbolism of male desire and, you know, all this shit.
Pubescence.
And it's this whole coming of age story though, because she's a Little Red Riding Hood. She's not. She's a girl, and then she becomes a woman.
Wait. She's in a red hood, menstruating.
Yeah.
Right?
We get that. Yeah.
She's pubescent.
Absolutely. She can't be eaten in the wild. She has to be domestic. She has to be in the house. This is a patriarchal story. Meanwhile, while she's picking flowers, the wolf goes, and Grandma says, "Who is it?" "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood." And she says, "Just lift the latch." And the wolf goes in and he devours the grandmother in one big gulp and gets in her clothes and
Poor
sits
Grandma.
there. Oh yeah, Grandma had no choice. "Grandma's Little Red Riding Hood." And she says, the wolf says, "Come on in." And Little Red Riding goes in and goes, "Oh, what big eyes you have."
Alright, first of all, can we not just talk about voice recognition? Like, why didn't she not recognize it wasn't Grandma's voice?
She was playing it cool. She knew exactly what was going on, but she already walked in and she saw it and she's like, I have to go along with it.
Right. And then she goes, "But Grandma, what big arms you have." And the wolf goes, "The better to hold you with, child."
It's flattering, so she's flattering
she's
the mom.
flattering,
She's flattering
yeah.
the president.
Exactly.
"Oh, what big hands you have."
Right. Well, yeah, that was next.
Yeah.
"Oh, what big hands you has." And of course, the wolf goes, "Bigger than all the other hands in the world." And then she goes,
"You believe me?"
"What a long tongue you have." "What big teeth you have." And the wolf, at that point, jumps out and gobbles up Little Red Riding Hood. And in the 10th century version of that story, that's the end of the story.
10th century, she's just dead.
She's just gobbled up. And what does that tell you? Don't wander off the path.
Great job.
The hunter comes in and he goes, "Oh, I've been trying to kill you from the beginning. Wolf, I've been hunting you." And then he realizes, wait, that belly is full. That belly is full. Maybe Grandma's in it. And he somehow cuts open the wolf without the wolf knowing that he's being cut open because he's sleeping. No, the wolf's just sleeping.
Sedative or something.
Yeah. He must be on some really serious ambient shit.
Yeah. He gives him a little, I don't know, morphine.
He Mickey'd that motherfucker.
The woodcutter roofied the wolf.
I think so.
Well,
But anyway,
yeah,
Grandma
yeah,
and Little Red Riding Hood jump out and they're like, "Oh, it was so dark in there. Thank you, Hunter, for saving our lives."
Good
Little Red
job.
Riding Hood and Grandma go back to living their normal lives.
Even though they've been inside of Wolf's Belly and they have PTSD, they're totally traumatized.
Oh my
They're
God.
like, it's just normal.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
totally
It's just
normal,
normal.
and they're
I
not
get-
supposed to talk about it.
Laura, don't we want a better ending?
In the version that I know most, that wolf never gets Red Riding Hood because Granny, as soon as that wolf comes into Granny's house, Granny's like, "What's a wolf, motherfucker?" And she fucking kills him with
Yeah.
an axe as soon
Yeah.
as he steps foot in her house. So when Red Riding Hood gets to Granny's house, they're having some kind of wolf stew. Like, it's over.
But I heard a similar version in that Wolf goes to Granny's house. He's tricked Little Red Riding Hood saying don't stray off the path or whatever. And then he gets there and he sees Grandma and he's like, "Yo, Grandma, jump in here." And he eats Grandma. Grandma goes down the belly. And then he's like, "I'm going to sit here and pretend to be Granny, and then Little Red Riding Hood's gonna come in, and I'm gonna get her in here." And so Little Red Riding Hood comes in and says,
Wolf is
"Oh,
greedy.
yeah, what big teeth you have." Well, the better just wait. It's the eyes, right?
It's
What
first
big
eyes,
eyes you
yeah.
have? Better to see you with, because she's a granny. What big teeth you have? The better to eat you with. That's when Little Red Riding Hood pulls out her axe and knife, dagger, or sword or whatever, and just goes at the wolf in the bed. Like, I know you're a fucking motherfucker.
You're a grandmother killing motherfucker.
And
Yeah.
shing, cuts his head off.
Yeah.
And Granny
And then
too.
slices him open. Granny pops out. And then they have
No,
wolf
you
stew.
can't.
Then they have wolf stew.
It's wolf
That's
stew.
how I understood
It's wolf
this.
stew.
Well, I'll tell you
Ninja.
what. Grandma gets eaten,
She does get eaten.
and she doesn't get saved. There's no
Oh, she
saving
gets
Grandma.
saved. She gets saved.
No, not in my stories. When I was a kid growing up, Grandma
grandma
fucking
gets
got ate, and that was the end of Grandma.
Well, then how do you square that with the old version?
Little Red Riding Hood killing the wolf. You're like, this motherfucker's gotta die because he just ate my grandmother. Like, it's real. Like, that's gangster shit.
So, Little Red Riding Hood and Grandma cook up some wolf stew. They eat it and live happily ever after. The end.
Doing whatever the fuck they
Or they
want
keep
on or
going
off the
and killing
motherfucking path.
wolves.
Boom. Right. If they want to hang out with a wolf, the wolf
Hi.
better watch out. Right? Right?
How I feel about that guy.
I'm gonna gobble you up.
And that's a wrap.
I'm watching you.
And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more. Will we play